In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the site search block, and then we're going to basically have a page that when you click the search result, it'll take you to view that result in detail, and then we might edit the block to do some more advanced things. But basically, I'm in the website builder. On the left-hand side, I'm going to click Add Block. I'm going to search for the word search, and I'm going to get the site search block and put it on my page. So here I've got a search box. It's pretty rudimentary, but it'll do the job. And here I can type in the word test, and it'll give me all of the results that it found for the word test, including assets, images, audio files, whatever else. Now what we want to do is create the page that when you click this, it takes us to that page. So I'm going to click New Page in the website builder. I'm just going to call this Search Result. You might already have a page that works like this, but we're going to make a slug page. There's another video on our YouTube channel that you can search for how to use slugs in Fluoro, and you'll find more information about slugs. But basically, I want our search result page to have a / with a slug, and you'll notice I put a colon in here. And I'm basically saying, when you link to this page, we're going to expect you to link a slug ID of an article or an event or just some other kind of content so that the page knows what content to render. And I'm going to click Next, and we've just got a blank page here. And over here, I'm going to search for the content item renderer, and I'm just going to drag that onto the screen. And all this block does is allow us to select a piece of content. So I could, click here and choose an article. I'll just pick that article there. We can render the basics of it. But if we don't choose an article, like if we just deselect this, it will assume that it's on a page that there's going to be a slug provided. And up here we haven't provided a slug, but what we're going to do now is link the two pages together, our search page and our search result page. So I'm just going to go back to home. We've got our search box. I'm going to click the search block, and down here where it says detail page, I'm going to choose our search result, which means if I type in the word test here, now if I click over here where it says test marking attendance, it will link me to that page, and it'll add the slug. You can see it's added the slug up here, and it's going to render the slug information in that content item renderer block. I can also use a custom template if I want in here, and I can spit out my own, whatever data I would like to spit out, the start date, when it starts, things like that. Or I can just use the custom template, the default template, which is where we, basically spit out the details of the event, or if it's an article, the details of an article, things like that. And if we go back to our homepage, we can search for cat. I don't know if we've got anything. Yep. Oh, we have an article called cat. Great. I can click that article, and it will take me to the page. And obviously, it's added cat in the slug section, and we've got the details here for that object. You'll also notice that up the top, because it's using a slug and it understands that, you get a little edit button in here. And if I click edit here, I can do write my text and other things just directly in the web builder, hit save, and then you'll see that changes on the page, so I don't have to go all the way back into the admin panel to find the thing. Okay, so now let's do some more advanced stuff. I'm going to click back to the home page, click the search box, and I'm going to now click the code button here to edit it. And here we can do some more in-depth and advanced customizations. So you'll notice down here on line 64, we're using the Fluoro Content Search API, and I've kind of specified like what kinds of content can actually be searched for. So I've got articles, events, images, assets. Let's say I actually only wanted people to be able to search for, let's say people. I could change that to contact, and maybe contact an article. And then we put this in a realm somewhere. Now we've got our own version of this site search where I can search for, let's say, Harvey, and it will find contacts. And if I click the contact, it's going to take me over to this page. It's going to load the contact. Now you may want to be more specific or less specific about what kinds of things you want to search for, and then you may want to create different pages for how those things look. So if I click in here, I can edit the content of the content item renderer block, and I can also go through here and change the templates of like, if you're an article, render like this; if you're a contact, render like this; if you're an image, render like this. You can extend this to your heart's content. You could also go back to the search page, and you could edit the search block like we did before, and you could choose add a switch statement or something, so that where you link to changes depending on what kind of content you're clicking on. There's heaps of different options, and again, fully customizable. So that's kind of the more advanced stuff that you can do from here.